You're an American, right?
Yeah.
I'm an American. I was in the Olympics. I represent the red, white, and blue. You know what the American rights should say? Well, why is this guy that's from another country who come over here and make money and take it back to his country? But once again, I'm feeding American citizens every day. All I ask is give a little blood, give a little urine. That's a crime.
Are you that convinced that Manny Pacquiao is juiced that you will never fight him?
Can I ask you a question? Where was Manny Pacquiao at in '96? He was a pro before me. What was he at in '97? What was he at in '98? What was he at in all these years? I'm saying.
So you are convinced?
I'm just saying. I'm just asking a question. That's all I'm doing is asking a question. Come on, now this is basic common sense now.
I remember you as an Olympian at 125 pounds.
And guess what? It took me years to get to here. Years. And guess what? It took me years to get here. You go back and look at the pictures. At first his head is small, and then his head all of a sudden just grew. Come on, man, stop. Stop this, man. Come on, man. This shit's so easy. Man, Ray Charles can see this shit. Come on now. Come on, man. I told you this basic common sense. Go look at the pictures. Y'all gonna tell me this man's head didn't get bigger? This man probably went from a 7 1/4 to an 8. In a hat, a fitted hat. And you gonna tell me this is all natural? Come on, man, stop this. I'm going up in weight, but I ain't just walking through no damn fighters. I ain't just walking. This 106 now he decided just walking through Cotto. Come on, man. And Cotto, everybody else Cotto hit, he getting up out of it. Cotto can't knock down Mosley, but he can. Come on, man. This makes sense, man. And guess what? And guess what? This is how this world is, man. You got writers just like this. Like, no, Floyd is scared. No, Floyd cares about his family. Floyd is smart. At the end of the day, Floyd is smart. You know what I'm saying? My health is important. My health is more important than money. They can take all the money. My health is more important. If they say, Floyd, you know what? You can live a healthy life like you is right now, or you got to walk with a limp, or you got to walk bent over for the rest of your life, but you have a lot of money, I say take it all back. And y'all know this. Y'all know this is y'all know it. And y'all know it. Y'all just, people just say, yo, we don't give a if he taking it or not. We don't give a we just want to see a fight. We don't care. We don't give a about your health. We don't give a about your family. All we care about is our own family. Well, no. I care about my family. I love my family. Because they're going to be there when nobody else is there. Because when my career is over, y'all moving on to the next, and y'all writing a story about the next. That's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah, amen.
You don't think, well, I'm scared, I'm a coward? Well, guess what? I'm a rich scared and coward. I'm a rich coward. And if that's the case, if I'm scared, I'm a coward, why y'all want to watch me? I don't want to watch no coward. I don't want to watch nobody that's scared. And y'all know for a fact I ain't scared. And y'all know it.
2 brutal losses, embarrassing losses for him. If he were able to go back and beat Marquez, and let's say he beats Rios, would you give him a chance?
The first thing is this, like I said, it's all about business. What we can offer Pacquiao is, if he's ever a free agent, if he's ever free, I mean, we got a contract that you can sign, and you can come sign under Mayweather Promotions, and then we can see where we can go from there.
Do you think he would ever entertain that and be amenable to that, or is the blood too thick between you guys? I
mean, like I said before, you're comparing the two. It's like comparing a watermelon to a grape.
Yeah, no more, right? But will there be? Do you see? Because people talk, right? In your career, you get in the Hall of Fame. Will there be that asterisk in some people's minds? Well, he never beat Pacquiao. Well, and is that something you even care about or think about?
They can say he's never beat Pacquiao, but you know what? He's never took no abuse in the sport of boxing. He was in the sport 20 years. He didn't take any abuse. He made over $500 million liquid. He's currently still making millions every month, and he's healthy. His family is healthy, and he's helping everybody around him become entrepreneurs. And everything that he touches.
The whole
turns to
boxing
gold.
world, Floyd, has been clamoring for this Mayweather-Pacquiao fight that so many thought would happen. And now he's gone out and lost his last 2 fights, so that makes it probably less likely that we'll see it anytime soon. Are you ever going to fight Manny Pacquiao?
I mean, I don't think the fight really holds that much weight anymore. At one particular time, I mean, I wanted the fight to happen in the past. I wanted to fight Manny Pacquiao. Only thing I asked for is just random blood in your intestine. And I feel like I'm the first. I'm one of the pioneers that talked about random blood in your intestine. And as you can see, since Floyd Mayweather had spoke about random blood in your intestine, you see athletes in baseball, in cycling, and in boxing constantly getting caught using enhancement drugs. And I was the first.
Do you think he was using something, Floyd?
I never said Manny Pacquiao was using anything. All I asked was for both, me and him both, to take random blood in your intestine, and he didn't want to do it.
I know that you said the fight doesn't have the same aura around it as it once did, but still, I think that you'd agree people would buy this fight in record numbers if it ever happened. Will it happen?
I don't know if it will or if it won't happen, but if my legacy was defined off one fight, I feel that I didn't have to fight 43 fights. If that's the case, I could have just came into the sport of boxing, fought one fight, and then went down as the best fighter to ever live. If my legacy is defined off one fight.
Well, let me ask it this way: what has to happen for you to say, okay, I'll fight him? What do you want?
I mean, I'm not really. I mean, first Manny Pacquiao has to get past Marquez, a guy that I beat with ease. I mean, that was one of my easiest fights. So he has to get past. Manny Pacquiao still has Timothy Bradley problems. He still has Marquez problems. First, Manny Pacquiao has to get past those guys, and then he can step into the lion's den with Floyd Mayweather.
You waited over a year to
good.
come back. Why not wait one more weekend until Pacquiao and Hatton was over and we knew the winner?
I don't have to wait. I don't have to wait for nobody. I move whenever I want to move. I don't have to wait for nobody. I move whenever I want to move.
Do you think about facing Pacquiao first in your first fight back?
My first fight back, Marquez is the guy that called me out, and after I think after the Pacquiao fight, they asked Pacquiao, Larry Merchant asked Pacquiao, did he want to fight? He talked to his promoter. They didn't ask his promoter. They asked him, did he want to fight?
Well, lots of people call you out, including Oscar De La Hoya, for a rematch. Why didn't you rematch with Oscar?
I mean, right now, Oscar De La Hoya is promoting the fight. I think he's doing a hell of a job promoting the fight, him and Richard Schaefer. And I love doing business with Golden Boy Promotions.
I'm saying, Floyd, you always come back and you face the best. And I give you credit for that. When you moved up to lightweight, you faced Jose Luis Castillo right away. But why not face the guy that won the Pacquiao-Marquez fight?
Well, like I said before, Oscar De La Hoya is doing one hell of a job. We got Mayweather Promotions.
What does that have to do with what I just asked?
It's the past, the present, and the future of sports and entertainment. And I think that Leonard Ellerbe and Al Heyman is doing a hell of a job as my advisors.
Why not face the winner of the Pacquiao-Marquez fight?
I just answered your question.
No, you didn't. I must have missed it. What are you talking about?
I said Al Heyman and Leonard Ellerbe are my advisors, and they done one hell of a job with Floyd Mayweather's career.
So they didn't want you to face Pacquiao right away?
I'm not ducking and dodging nobody. You know what it is.
No, what is it? Is Bob Arum?
I got a list. Whenever it happens, it happens.
Is it because Pacquiao's promoter is Bob Arum? Is that the reason?
Well, you got to talk to Bob Arum, not me. I ain't gonna speak on. I don't got nothing to say about Bob Arum.
But if you're the cash king, you can make the call. If you come back and say, I want Manny Pacquiao, that fight had happened, Floyd.
Once again, Bob Arum is Manny Pacquiao's boss. Floyd Mayweather is his own boss. And you heard them. They say they talking about they moving on. They want to fight somebody else. You know me. It don't matter who I fight.
Well, you had made the call before he fought Ricky Hatton, so he couldn't make a fight with you before he fought Hatton.
If Marquez is a fighter that's faced in front of me, that's who I'm focused on right now. If Pacquiao's in front of me and it's time to fight Pacquiao, then I take care of that also.
Floyd, Pacquiao just faced the last two guys you also faced. Who do you think was more impressive? You or Pacquiao?
Me, of course.
Really? What's
Absolutely.
more impressive, a split decision and a 10th round knockout, or an 8th round KO and a 2nd round KO?
Well, what's more impressive is Oscar De La Hoya, when I fought him, he fought at his walking around weight, which is 154. And when he made 147, he was a dead man, and he was fighting in 8-ounce gloves. And when I fought Oscar De La Hoya, they gave me some 10-ounce gloves, some heavyweight 10-ounce gloves. And when I fought Hatton, I knocked Hatton out with 10-ounce gloves on, stepping back when he was undefeated.
It's a fair point.
And my dad gave Hatton a game plan. Hatton fought a southpaw. He's not used to facing a southpaw. He gave him a game plan, and he didn't execute the game plan.
It's a fair point, and yet he barely lost a round to both guys, and you had a late knockout and a split decision win. It's hard to argue you were actually more impressive, Floyd. How do you figure?
Well, the thing is this. We know Oscar De La Hoya killed himself to make 147, and we know that's not Oscar De La Hoya's walking around weight. When I tried to get the fight with Oscar De La Hoya at 147, they said absolutely not. I couldn't even choose my own gloves when I fought Oscar De La Hoya. They chose the gloves for me. And with the Ricky Hatton fight, I beat an undefeated Ricky Hatton. And once I beat Ricky Hatton, he was never the same. Once I beat a guy mentally and physically, he's never the same. You can go back and look at all the fighters.
That fight. He won 2 fights after that, including against Paul Malignaggi. He looked decent in that fight.
Decent. I mean, Paul Malignaggi is a good fighter. But Ricky Hatton supposed to have killed this guy, from what I've heard.
Floyd, Juan Manuel Marquez is an excellent fighter, but he's the lightweight champion of the world. Why pick a guy 2 weight classes lighter than you?
Here we go again. So here we go again with this. Now
you were the welterweight champ. This guy's the lightweight champ.
I'm glad. I was waiting for you to say that. So Floyd Mayweather is in his 30s. Oscar De La Hoya is in his 30s. They meet up and fight. When we meet up and fight, when Oscar De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather meet up and fight, and I beat him, but we both in our 30s, they say he's over the hill. But then when Pacquiao fights him, they say, oh, this is the greatest thing we ever seen. So then when I fight Hatton, they say I'm too big for Hatton, but then they say
nobody said that. You got full credit for both of those wins, Floyd. That's why you became a superstar.
No, I did not.
Yes,
no,
you
I
did.
Did not. No, I
sure
did
you
not.
did. From me, I gave you full credit. If you're talking to me now, I gave you full credit for that.
Am I going to speak my piece or not? Am I going to speak my piece or not?
Go ahead.
Okay, because you want to interview me. I ain't interviewing you. You want to talk to me. I don't worry about talking.
Floyd,
you want to talk
to me.
Go ahead.
I'm waiting on you.
So then when I fight Hatton, they said, oh, Mayweather is too big for Hatton. But then Marquez and Pacquiao can fight. It's no problem. But now, but I'm too big for Marquez. I'm too big for Marquez, but I'm not too big for Pacquiao. Which one is it?
Well,
no, which one is it?
Which one is it?
Which one is it?
It's that Pacquiao was 130 pounds, and he keeps moving out and whacking guys who are much bigger. He gets full credit for that, but you are going after a guy who is 2 weight classes lighter than you.
So De La Hoya wasn't bigger than Pacquiao when he fought him?
No, you got full credit for beating De La Hoya.
Answer the question.
You deserve that. You moved up.
Answer the question. Did they not say De La Hoya was too big for Pacquiao?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
then.
And they're wrong, because Pacquiao is that great.
Didn't I come from 125 pounds all the way to 154 pounds?
Yes, you did.
Answer the question.
Yes, you did.
Okay, then.
All right.
So I was a small. So answer the question right now.
I did. I just answered the question.
I got to ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Have Pacquiao been knocked out twice? Answer the question.
Yeah, when he was like 112 pounds.
Just answer the question.
Because he turned pro when he was a teenager.
Did Pacquiao been knocked? Have he been knocked out twice?
Yeah, like a decade ago.
Answer the question.
A decade ago.
And just answer. I don't care if it's 100 years ago. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Have Pacquiao been outboxed by Eric Morales?
One fight he lost to him.
Answer the question.
Yes, he did.
Has he been outboxed by Eric Morales?
Yes.
That's all I need to know.
So why would you fight him?
I want to ask you another question.
So why not fight him right away?
Now I want to ask you another question.
If he's that easy.
Now I want to ask you another question.
Go ahead.
Who's beating me?
Nobody's beaten you yet.
That's all
Floyd.
I want to know.
So why pick a guy 2 weight classes lighter?
That's all I want to know.
Why don't you answer one question for me? You're picking on the lightweight champ. You were the welterweight champ. That's 2 weight classes lighter. Why not go after a guy like Shane Mosley? Shane Mosley is the champ in your weight class. Lots of guys call you out, Floyd.
He called me out.
Why not go after Shane Mosley, who is the champ in your weight class right now? Why not Shane Mosley?
Once again, like I said before, I don't fight for bragging rights. I don't fight for bragging rights. I prove myself.
So why not fight Shane Mosley, who is the welterweight champion of the world right now?
Who Shane Mosley, who got 5 losses? That's the one you're talking about?
Shane Mosley, the guy who totally dismantled Antonio Margarito.
And he beat Cotto, and Cotto beat him. All these guys beating each other, but nobody has beat Floyd Mayweather.
He's the champ right now.
Answer the question.
He's the champ right now. He's the champ in your old weight class.
A belt don't make me. A belt don't make me.
But he's a champ in your weight class. You're going after a guy 2 weight classes lighter. A great fighter. He's a great fighter, Floyd.
You're right. Shane Mosley is the only guy I know. Guess what? He's not a pay-per-view attraction.
Shane Mosley's not?
Absolutely not.
Compared to Juan Manuel Marquez?
Absolutely not.
You think Marquez is a bigger draw than Shane Mosley?
He got a country behind him. A country.
Shane Mosley would be a hot fight,
and we know Mexicans been dominating. We know Mexicans and black fighters has been dominating for years. And you always get your biggest fights when you match the two together. And
Floyd,
you know that.
Floyd, if you get past Juan Manuel Marquez, who would you like next?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All right, can I suggest somebody?
You can't. Hey, listen, you're not a promoter. You work
you said
for
it doesn't
ESPN.
matter. If it doesn't matter, I'll suggest somebody.
You can suggest whoever you want, but guess what? Only thing you do is you sit back and you interview me. I didn't ask it. Listen, you called me to do the interview. I didn't call you.
No, you're on a satellite tour.
But I didn't call you.
You're on tour.
But I didn't call you. I didn't call you.
Floyd, I enjoy talking to you. Who do you want to fight next, Floyd?
Like I said before, you're a man of many things, but you're a master of nothing.
I seem to be occupying my job, though. As you often say, you're just a guy with a job. I have a job, though. So who would you fight next?
Guess what? Your job don't pay like my job.
Well, it depends.
Your job don't pay like my job.
That brings me to another point. Why are you coming back?
I can make $200 million in 18 months because I want to. Because I want to come back and steal some more money. Is that okay with you?
It's fine.
Okay,
I enjoy watching your fights.
Okay.
Who might be next?
It doesn't matter.
All right. How about Manny Pacquiao?
If he wanted, he can get it.
Okay. Could you do a deal with Bob Arum then?
Well, we already know me and Bob Arum has a problem, and we have an issue. So that's going to be hard to make. If Pacquiao wanted, he can get it. You know that. Whoever wanted, they can get it.
Well, you didn't give him a chance this time because you announced your fight the morning of the fight. You announced your fight.
I've never ducked or dodged no opponent, so stop. A guy won a couple fights. You wasn't saying that when he got his ass kicked by Eric Morales. You wasn't saying that. You wasn't saying put him in there with Floyd Mayweather. Now all of a sudden he got a couple wins. Now you said throw him in there with Floyd Mayweather.
Yes, I do, because he's earned the right. He fought the last 2 guys you fought, and he did a quicker job on both of them.
So what that mean? So
that means match him up.
So hadn't done a quicker job with Castillo, and guess what? And what happened with Manhattan? Okay then.
Well, yeah, at that point Castillo wasn't the same fighter. Same thing you claim it for Hatton for Pacquiao.
You can hope, and they pray on my downfall. You can't go against God's word. What God wants to be is going to happen. Period. You continue to keep calling me and asking me for interviews, and I'm going to come back to the sport of boxing and continue to dominate.
Floyd, I'm glad to see you back. I truly am. It's good talking with you, and we'll talk to you again before the fight. July 18th, Juan Manuel Marquez, the lightweight champion of the world.
And be there live because, like I said before, I've been dominating the sport for I don't know how many years. And I had to ask you another question. What was Pacquiao in 97, 98, 99? 2000,
it's 105 pounds.
What was his name at? Was he I'm in a whole new era dominating
fighters. That's right.
fighters.
And he's a whole new fighter, Floyd.
A whole new fighter?
Oh, yeah.
And when I beat him, what they going to say? Oh, well, we knew this was going to happen. Floyd Mayweather was a bigger fighter, or he could outbox him, or this. It's always excuses.
Full credit to you if you beat him, Floyd. And for Marquez, too, who's a true lightweight champion.
And Marquez beat him twice for real, and you know that.
I thought he outpointed him the second time around.
He beat him both times, and you know that.
No, I don't know that. The second time, I think he beat him.
Everybody wants you to fight Pacquiao. What do you have to say? Everybody.
Everybody. Well, my main focus right now is Mosley. It's Mayweather-Mosley, May 1st, and I want the fans to tune in, pay-per-view. 2 of the best welterweights of this era. Shane Mosley is a very, very tough competitor. I've been around the sport many, many years. He's been around the sport 18 years. I've been around the sport 15 years. So we're going to have a blockbuster come May 1st. And it's titled, Who Are You Picking? So that's what we ask in the world. Who are you picking?
All right, so this is a good fight. You and Mosley, you and Shane, that's a good fight.
Yeah.
But you know it would have been $30 million more in your pocket if you were fighting Pacquiao, a fight that was going to revive boxing, bring boxing back.
Yeah, boxing hasn't went nowhere, you know. Mayweather is, as long as I'm in boxing, boxing is here to stay. And, you know, I got some up-and-coming fighters that's under the Mayweather band. Under the Mayweather brand, Jesse Vargas, a kid by the name of Savage, and a couple other young fighters that's under the Mayweather banner that's going to take things to the next level once I leave the sport of boxing.
So if Pacquiao never agrees to drug testing, that you will not fight him if he doesn't agree to the drug testing.
Like I said before, we focus on Mosley. You know, that's why
he's not answering the question.
That's why you guys sat down and interviewed me. If I was fighting somebody else, that's what we'd talk about. But we're here to talk about Mosley. That's the competitor that's in front of me. That's who I got to compete against. That's the guy who's the WBA champion. That's the guy who I'm facing.
Dan and I are both picking you to be Shane Mosley.
Thank you.
So if we have a little crystal ball and you go 41, Shane Mosley done. Is 42 going to be Pacquiao? Tell us before you go.
Come on.
I want all the fans to tune in May 1st. It's Mayweather versus Mosley. Who are you picking? If you can't make it there, if you can't make it to Las Vegas, go to closed circuit. If you can't make it to closed circuit, buy it on pay-per-view. Have a fight party because this is a fight that you can't miss.
Come on,
you know,
Floyd.
My fight with Marquez was a tune-up bout. You know, I went 12 rounds to shake off the cobwebs, but Shane Mosley is a lot older.
Is that a tune-up? Is that a tune-up or what's next?
We're gonna press the attack and break him down because he's a lot older, and that's our game plan.
Floyd, just say Pacquiao. Just say the word Pacquiao. Just say Pacquiao.
Mosley.
We couldn't break him down, Dan. That's why he's Floyd Mayweather.
He's good at ducking and dodging.
Floyd, thanks for joining us.
Thank you. I appreciate you. You guys built Pacquiao up to this level and said that he was better than Floyd. That's what you guys did. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pointing no particular finger out at, and I said, you know, like I said before, I stay in my lane, and you know, and I'm pretty sure Pacquiao's gonna stay in his lane.